We were studying self culture in the light of the ancient wisdom written by I.K. Taimini. In this book, we were studying the chapter 4, the functions of the physical body. In this, I.K. Taimini says the whole problem of self culture consisted partly in bringing to perfection the various vehicles of the consciousness which the Jivatma uses on the different planes. The outermost and the densest of these vehicles is the physical body. He says this is the first vehicle which we need to first to be organized and perfected. He also says that the proper attitude to adopt towards the physical body is to consider it as an instrument of the soul for its work on the physical plane. This physical body is a living instrument, not an incessant machine, and it has got definite tendencies of its own. Any instrument which we use for any kind of work should be kept in perfect order, and it should be treated and developed in such a manner that it is able to perform its specific functions with the highest degree of efficiency. Further, he says, before we take up for consideration the methods which are used for controlling and purifying the physical body and making it a sensitive and strong instrument for the work of the Jivatma, we should try to understand the nature and the functions of this instrument. Anything which we want to control and train up for a particular purpose, we must first understand and know as thoroughly as possible. A horse trainer knows very thoroughly the nature of a horse, and this knowledge enables him to bring it easily under control and to break it for ordinary work. A teacher should know thoroughly the nature of a child if he is to guide his budding faculties in the right way. So, must we know and understand our physical body well if we wish to have for our use an entire instrument which is fully under our control. The first thing necessary for this purpose is to have a general idea of its constitution and its internal anatomy. And any elementary textbook on physiology will give us an adequate idea about its internal structure and remove many misconceptions which people in general have with regard to its working. Many people, educated and sensible people, do not know even the most elementary facts about their body. And if you ask them on which side their liver lies, they will not be able to tell you definitely. They can give you correct information about the constitution of the sun, what elements are present in it. They know everything about the engine of an automobile, but they are quite ignorant about their physical body through which they have to work during their life on this earth. This is a bad commentary on our educational system, which provides for stuffing our head with all kinds of useless knowledge with regard to non essentials and ignores almost completely those things which matter most in life. The most important result of this knowledge of the internal structure of the physical body is that it enables us more easily to objectify it, that is, see it as something different from ourselves, and to realize that it is only an instrument and not ourselves. If we know only the outer appearance of the body, we are more apt to identify ourselves with it than if we mentally see it as it is actually a complicated living machine, more elaborate in its working than some of the modern industrial plants. In these three paragraphs, Ik Taimani says the, before we considering the methods which you going to use for controlling and purifying the physical body and make it sensitive and strong instrument for the work of the jivatma, we should try to understand the nature of the functions of this instrument. To make us understand this, he has given the example of horse trainer who trains the horse. Before training the horse, he knows the very thoroughly the nature of the horse, and he gives the example of a teacher. Before teaching him, he should know thoroughly the nature of a child. So we must know and understand our physical body well if we wish to have for our use an efficient instrument which is fully under our control. And he says people know very little about this body. And he says they know everything about the constitution of the sun and what are the elements present there. They also know everything about the engine of an automobile, but they are quite ignorant about their physical body to which they have to work during their life on this work earth. He also explains what is the result of knowing this, having the knowledge of this internal structure of the body. He says the most important result of this knowledge of the internal structure of the physical body is that it enables us more easily to objectify it. That is, see it as something different from ourselves and to realize that it is only an instrument and not ourselves. If we know only the outer appearance of the body, we are more apt to identify ourselves with it than if we mentally see it as it is actually.